Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Savannah and today we are doing a baby item declutter. I'm decluttering this dresser back here. My son just turned 1, or well, he's almost 1, and I need to minimize some of this baby stuff. So join me, I will give you some of my tips and tricks and walk you through my thought process on how I decide what stays and what goes. All right, here is the dresser that I use for my son. It's out in our front room, which is more or less his playroom. It's his domain, and I keep all of his clothing in here, also toiletries, diapers, wipes, kind of the main essentials for our day-to-day routines. I also have this bin, which I keep in my basement that I brought upstairs to go through. Right now, I'm going to give you a peek inside each drawer to give you a realistic look at what they look like today. I do declutter every month or two. It's not in a super poor state, but there are things that I've kind of just been clinging to, thinking they may be useful someday or in the future, but the future has happened. I'm living in it. I still am not using this stuff, so I think it's time to let some of these things go. So let's take a peek inside. First thing I keep up here are diapers and wipes. My wipes are in my diaper bag right now, but typically that's what's here. For our first drawer, this is, I guess you could say, toiletries. I have some laundry supplies in here, some kind of miscellaneous odds and ends over here. It's kind of a ragtag of things in here, but mostly pajamas and one pieces. I do have a little bit of dirty laundry. This is typically all the way full. This drawer is kind of accessories, shoes, and hats in here, and this is shirts and pants. These are burp rags, so I have my burp rags and also some mini towels, and these are some bigger muslin cloths and sheets. Down here, I have coats and jackets and kind of just outerwear. And this is where I keep diapers and wipes. And I only have swimmer diapers in here right now. I need to restock diapers, so we can do that today. And then I have all of my extra wipes in here. So that's what we're working with here. And then over here in my bin, let's see, a quick glance. Yeah, it's not super organized. There's not a ton in here, honestly. Now that you've had a peek inside my drawers, it is time to declutter. I'm going to go by the KonMari method, and the way that I'm gonna pull everything out and only put back in items that spark joy for me. She actually recommends going category by category throughout your whole home, but I have already completed that whole tidying process. I feel comfortable taking the liberty to do it my way. I'm going to pull everything out and start digging through it. Okay, I am sitting in the pile of stuff and I'm gonna start working through it. I'm gonna go kind of rapid fire, kind of a spark joy approach. Do I love it? Does it fit? Do we use it? Is it a duplicate, etc.? I guess I'll just start with this coat. This is a little puffer jacket. We bought it extra big, so it will still fit my son this coming winter. Beautiful color. Yes, gonna be holding on to this. So I'm going to toss it over to a keep pile. Oh, this is such a favorite of ours. Adorable color blocking. Man, this one is just too small on him now, but we wore the heck out of it. I'm going to pass this one on. We have this full fleece onesie, still fits great, so I'm gonna hold on to that as well. This little puffer jacket, and this is also still really big on my son, and it has detachable sleeves. So vest or puffer, gonna hold on to this. This is good for the coming winter. Okay, this next one is really hard for me. We have two of these Sherpa crew neck sweatshirts. It was a gift from my husband. I have a matching one. I just really don't think we need two of them. And I feel like this brown one is more my son's vibe. So I'm gonna pass this one on to someone I really like. These are some really cute muslin shorts. They're just not the most practical. We don't reach for them. So I am going to declutter these simply so I can see more easily and reach for the stuff that we do have and love. Next, I'm gonna go through a couple onesies. This onesie actually was mine, and my brother wore it too. It's this vintage Levi's onesie, and my sweet son wore it on the 4th of July, and it was just the cutest thing, but it was a little bit tight then, and I don't think it's gonna fit anymore. It was kind of a one-hit wonder. I don't hold on to a ton of sentimentals, but this is one that I am holding on to. I have 3 onesies from Rags, all 3 in great shape. I'm gonna hold on to all 3 of these. I have 3 zipper onesies. We don't wear them as much anymore because my son's almost walking. I like to have his bare feet on the ground, and these all are footed. I want him to be able to start, you know, really working it on the floor. I'm just gonna hold on to, ooh, it's so hard to pick, these 2. Fox on a motorcycle and orangutan with a guitar. Adorbs. And then this one has dragons on it. It's really sweet, but I think I can pass this one on as well. Boop. Okay, I am still trucking along. Next I have this tie-dye one piece. It's from Levi's. Not as good quality as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more plush. Guess I should have read the description better, but I'm going to let this go. It doesn't spark joy for me. Something's just a bit off about it. Boop. Oh gosh, this is a favorite, still fits. Mickey Mouse sweatshirt. This was a gift from our auntie. So sweet. Definitely keeping that. This one has a lot of watermelon stains on the front. Do I care about bringing the shirt back to life? No, and it's getting kind of small on him anyway, so I'm gonna pass on this t-shirt. Oh, another cute little monster truck 4x4. This has a few stains. See, this one I would take the time to get these stains out. I'm gonna hold on to this. We have 2 white t-shirts. Yeah, this is like so stinking stained. I need to do kind of a stain wash, so maybe that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a little stain pile. And then same with this one, I think this white t-shirt too, yeah. Like, ask me why I keep giving my kid watermelon while he's wearing a white tee. So I'm gonna put this in the stain remover pile. Moving on to accessories. This bucket hat is cute and all, and I like the idea of it, but it covers my son's eyes a lot and he just kind of hates it. Ball caps work better, so I'm going to declutter this. Another bucket hat, this one's too tight. It actually matches those muslin shorts. So that would be a good gift for a friend. One little rogue sock. I can just tell by looking at this, this is too small for my son's foot. So these little fox slippers are so cute, but they're getting kind of tight and they're more kind of winter, woodland, fall vibes. So these may be one of the things I hold on to for our next kid. This was a gift from my mom. TBD on these. I also might re-gift them to my niece if my sister-in-law likes them. This next one is such a hoot. It's a Hawaiian print romper and bucket hat, and my husband actually has a matching Hawaiian shirt. Prime time, it's summer, we gotta get wearing these. And this is a really adorable rash guard. This was an awesome hand-me-down from our good friend, so really adorable. I love hand-me-downs, they're the best. Oh my goodness, these are so cute. The little Robies leather booties, and these are from one of my good girlfriends. Unfortunately, these are just a little too tight on my son's feet. Definitely regifting to a good friend. Okay, next I'm going to go through all these muslin cloths. I used to go through so many in a day, and now my son, he still drinks so much stinking milk, but he just doesn't spit up anymore. I guess that's just part of getting older. How many of these do I need in a week? Like 5. And then these big blankets are nice. On a weekly basis, how often do I use these right now? 0 times. But I spent money on these, and so that's part of my brain that's like, I thought I needed the organic cotton, etc. After you have your first kid, you kind of realize, oh, I didn't need all the fancy new stuff. I think I'm gonna hold on to 2 of these nice ones and pass on some of these really cute ones. It's hard for me to give them up. Like this one that says milk, milk, milk. I almost like wanted to save it, but I don't need to save it. I can get another really cute muslin cloth if and when I have another kid. So I'm going to let go almost all of these, holding on to 2 bigger ones and I think 5 small ones. Powering through, next I am moving on to toiletries and just kind of random products. So I have a few stain cleaning sprays. I didn't buy these sprays, but we do have them. They seem to work okay, so I'm gonna hold on to them for now. All-purpose wipes, high chairs, toys, tables, countertops, crib rails. These definitely are not sparking joy. I'm gonna let these wipes go. I think I'll post these on my Buy Nothing group so another mom can have these. I'm sure someone else out there loves them. My husband got us some gather mats, which are just those faux leather mats that you can use at the park. They're really great because they shake down. This, I think he just added on because it was on sale or he needed to hit the shipping limit. I actually don't use a changing mat. Like in my diaper bag, I don't even bring one out with me. I just don't mind setting him down kind of wherever, or just like in my car. I have my car most of the time when I'm with him. I think this could be a really nice gift for someone else. Thermometer, this is great, but I'm gonna move this into our first aid into the bathroom just because we don't use this regularly. We did check our baby's temperature a lot in the first few months, but at this point we do not. And so I don't need it in my daily top drawer with just the essentials. Nail trimming kit and this little owl. My husband is the designated manicurist in the house. He takes care of all the nail stuff for our baby, which is really sweet. We do access this every other day, so I'm going to keep this out. Next, I have this giant magnifying glass, which is extremely comical. It also lights up. My husband, I guess, wanted to see up really close what was going on with my son, especially when he was just tiny. He bought this. It is so not necessary, but we have used it a couple times and it's really his thing, and I don't think it's really appropriate for me to declutter stuff that he specifically picked out because we appreciate and value different things in the house. So this is really my husband's, so I am going to put this with the first aid just because I don't think we need it in our day-to-day section. 2 little Vaselines. I'm going to put one of these back in the bathroom first aid and only keep one out. It doesn't really make sense to have 2. In my mind, I just think about having duplicates just makes it a little bit harder or a little bit slower to get things done. I want to go and grab this really quick. It takes just 1/10 of a second longer to decide between which of the 2 I'm going to grab. It's all those micro decisions throughout my day that I'm trying to really cut down on. It makes a big difference if you actually start to declutter. This is an empty container. My husband got these at Lush. You know how they do samples? He was like, hey, can we get a couple extras? And he put some of our Tubby Todd lotion. This worked good for us, Tubby Todd, the first couple months, and then after that, it didn't really work as great. So I know people really market a lot of like miracle products. For us, it felt like a miracle product and then it wasn't. Either way, it worked while it worked. So I think I'm gonna keep this empty little jar just because, again, this is my husband's. He picked this out, and so I don't think it's really fair for me to get rid of it. And then I'm gonna declutter this little mini Tubby Todd just because we already have a bigger container in the other room. Boogie Drops, saline nose drops. I've never used this. Maybe my husband has once, but I'm gonna move that to first aid. And then these are some homeopathic liquid remedy to teething. These have worked for us. I only have 2 more of these. I think it's a 30 pack for like 10 bucks. I need to order another one. So great reminder as I declutter of what I need to order more of. So that's everything from the dresser. Now I just have over here my bin. Okay, here's what I've got. I have a baby bottle warmer. We haven't really used this. I think we used it maybe 1 time, and I don't think I'm going to be using it. I'm going to sell this because it's essentially brand new. LV manual nursing tool. It's like a Haka, but a little bit flatter. I really like this. I used it multiple times a day for the first probably 6 months. It was a little pricey, so I think I can resell it for at least a little bit of money, or maybe pass this on to someone else. It is silicone, so I don't really think it's that gross. You can just boil it and it's fine. And if and when I do have another child, I'm sure they will have an even more advanced tool. Along with that is this breast pump. I use this only 1.5 times. It's essentially brand new, so I would love another mom to have this. Again, if I do have another child in the future, I'll probably get whatever the latest and greatest is at that time if there's new technology. A few more things. I have some stroller and car seat add-ons or infant inserts. When we eventually sell our big stroller, we'll include these pieces. So I am going to hold on to those. This little wooden hanger, I think it came with, yeah, one of the clothing items, and I thought it would be cute, but I don't hang my son's clothes, so I'm going to declutter that one. Boop. And then what is this? This is an extra power supply to our baby monitor. Likely just hold on to it, and then when we resell, I can include this on there to make it a little bit of a sweeter deal. And oh, someone's awake and crawling. So very last thing are these really beautiful blankets that were my husband's baby blankets, and definitely holding on to these. And I think it's time maybe to pull them out and use them. And that's my cue. I've got everything sorted from left to right. I have my basement storage bin with items we'll need in the future. In the basket here, sentimental items. I've got gifts in the gray bag here, donation items in the Huggy box, and everything that I need to sell over here in the big bags. Now that everything is sorted and organized, I'm going to show you my final drawers. You'll notice there is a ton of space in there. For me, that just leaves room to grow. I have a box of my son's future clothes he hasn't grown into yet, so I'm gonna revisit that later today and bring in some items that are newly fitting him. Thanks for joining me for this baby declutter. I hope that you made some progress or you're going to make some progress on your own items. It's not all about the stuff, but sometimes our lives can become about the stuff when there's just too much. In reality, our kids, our little ones, don't need a lot. They just need space for creativity and all the love from us. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling the love, and I'm looking forward to new space, new memories for my family with the old out and the new to come. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. I'll catch you in my next video, and until then, please like and subscribe. Have a fun day. Bye.